In this video, Bitcoin is preparing for a massive breakout, and I will show you exactly which levels are crucial in this breakout. There are rumors that Gary Gensler from the SEC is resigning from the SEC. Is that true? And what does that mean for Bitcoin? We have one chart that have seen a massive breakout, guys. And I want to share this chart with you, as this chart might tell us what is going to happen with Bitcoin. Let's start off with the Bitcoin price action. Bitcoin so far is still moving within this triangle formation. We have a uptrending support, a declining resistance, which is squeezing the Bitcoin price right now. It's not the only thing that's squeezing the Bitcoin price, because we also have the EMA ribbon on the 4-hour time frame coming up, acting as support. And if we were to bring out the Bollinger Bands right here and I get rid of the drawings, then we can see also that the Bollinger Bands on the 4-hour time frame is getting squeezed, and this normally means that Bitcoin is preparing for a bigger move. So I do expect Bitcoin to see a nice breakout from this formation very soon. And I would personally expect that way before we are ending this formation. So I would say the chances of Bitcoin breaking out this week are actually quite high. And I do expect a breakout in Bitcoin this week. And every single one of you knows, of course, I expect that breakout to be to the upside. Yesterday we also had a nice signal I've shared over on Twitter, that on the 4-hour the take buy sell ratio is just crossing the green line from Whaleportal.com. That was right here, and you can see that afterwards we had a nice little increase in the Bitcoin price. So that is actually looking good. Guys, for Bitcoin to remain bullish, we gotta keep momentum. So it's very important that every single one of you scrolls below this video and smash up that like button, guys. Very much appreciated. If we do have a look at the signs over on Whaleportal.com, we can see that the exchange balance is still decreasing. The funding rates are neutral, they are normal and positive. Premium index is going back slightly to 0, which means that the index price of Bitcoin on contracts is growing in comparison to the price of the spot market. This can be very helpful, because normally it works like this. When the spot market price of Bitcoin is higher than the contract price, that's generally a bullish sign. But when the contract price is higher than the spot price, it's generally a slightly bearish sign. Right now the spot price is still higher than the contract price, but if we were to cross the 0 line, that means that the contract price is higher than the spot price. We can see that on the take buy sell ratio, we do come across the green line, which is bullish. A lot of people are buying Bitcoin right now with a market order, so they don't really care about getting that perfect order price, but they just want to get into a position. So that's quite interesting. Also, we had some very interesting news that Gary Gensler from the SEC is going to resign. And guys, that was basically fake news, because right now it's already clear that Gary Gensler of the SEC is not going to resign. Of course, that would be very bullish for Bitcoin, because a lot of people don't like Gary, and Gary is known to be not the most bullish on Bitcoin, right? But here you can see an article about it from Cointelegraph. AI generated fake news sparks rumors of Gary Gensler's resignation. And Cointelegraph has checked this text if it's written by a person or artificial intelligence, and this is something you can do. And you can see that it has a score of 96.8%, which means that most likely this text is written by AI generated content, right? So I think a lot of content lately is AI generated, so this is something you got to take into consideration as well. It's very easy for anybody out there to just write an article in perfect English without even being classified or being skillful to do so. You just go to openai.com, you use ChatGPT, you ask the AI model to write you a very well written article about Gary Gensler maybe going to resign at the SEC. couple of seconds later you got the whole article. So it is actually good to do this now and then, because it's better, of course, when you are reading articles that are written from a human being. It depends a little bit, because maybe some explanation, artificial intelligence is better to explain, but mostly you want to have some effort in the article, right? You want to have some effort, you want to have some research into it, you want to have some confirmations from a human being having looked at certain data, right? So guys, if you already don't really trust an article, and I have to say lately it's very difficult to trust articles completely, right? You can always use Zero GPT and check whether that article is written by artificial intelligence, yes or no. And if it's yes, then I would say the chances are more likely that the information in the article is not correct. The interesting thing with Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is riding the EMA ribbon on the 4-hour time frame, and the chart that has a inverse correlation with Bitcoin is actually getting declined from the 4-hour EMA ribbon. As you can see right here, rejected multiple times, but we are getting closer to the support right here, which will be a very important moment if we are going to reach that level, okay? Bitcoin, I think, has a higher likelihood breaking out to the upside, because it always is more likely to remain the trend that we are trading in. Triangle formations, often known to be continuational patterns, which means they are likely to break out in the direction of where they came from. So this is clearly an uptrend where it entered before we had this triangle formation. However, we do gotta be considerate of the fact that this chart also could see a reversal before touching that support. That's just something to watch. I would say it's more likely that it comes to the support. However, if we do see some bullishness in the chart, for example, breaking above the 4-hour EMA ribbon, that would equal Bitcoin breaking below the 4-hour EMA ribbon, which aligns perfectly with the uptrending support, then that is a moment that we can turn slightly bearish and might get a bigger correction in the Bitcoin price. But so far things are actually still looking good. Then we have another chart. This is Litecoin, guys, and this chart is breaking out while Bitcoin is actually still kind of moving sideways. This chart already has been breaking out. So if I were to extend this support and resistance level, and this chart looks very much like Bitcoin, right? We had a top, we had another top, 1-year bear market, slowly taking off again, consolidating below resistance, and right now breaking. But the crazy part is, guys, that Litecoin has been front running Bitcoin this whole year. Litecoin has been the first coins that has been taking off before Bitcoin, and maybe we are seeing something similar right now. And let me show you guys. Let's bring out the Bitcoin price on top of the Litecoin price right here. So we can set a new price scale. So here you can see that basically Bitcoin bottomed right here early 2000 or late 2022, and Bitcoin was moving sideways while Litecoin was already going up, right? And Litecoin was one of the first tokens that actually went up, and of course afterwards Bitcoin followed. And now it's so interesting because Bitcoin is actually at this specific point, we are trading below that resistance point that Litecoin already broke. So could this be similar event where we are seeing Litecoin basically front running Bitcoin, breaking that resistance already, and Bitcoin is there to follow? Guys, I'm very curious what you think about this. So let me know in the comment section down below whether you think Litecoin is front running Bitcoin. And of course, our trade is still open, roughly 5% in the profit. I add a little bit funds to this trade. That's why the profit ratio in percentage slightly goes down, as my entry slightly went up due to re-ending from this position. But yeah, I'm still planning to open this position because I still think that the likelihood for Bitcoin breaking out to the upside is definitely higher than breaking out to the downside. If you like to trade over on BitGet as well, make sure to join so with the affiliate link down below. as you will get a 10% cashback on your first deposit and you will get access to WhaleAlerts. And guys, the crazy thing, and I'm seeing this also as a partner from both of these exchanges, BitGet and Bybit. Since Bybit introduced the mandatory KYC, we have seen a lot of users from Bybit actually going to BitGet, and we can even see it, and I think that's actually quite crazy how fast that goes. The trading volume of BitGet is higher than that of Bybit, and I can also of course see it as a partner in terms of commissions. There are not so many people trading anymore on Bybit. I don't see that much people being actively trading on Bybit, and that's actually kind of crazy how fast that goes, right? Because for me, Bybit was always the number one crypto exchange in the space right here, and suddenly they are doing a mandatory KYC, and apparently that KYC is so important for so many people that suddenly BitGet, which was actually lower in this list, just surpassed one of the biggest derivatives exchanges in trading volume. Just in an instance, because that went actually quite quickly. And yeah, that is kind of crazy how fast things are moving in this space, right? I think it's very interesting. Of course, Bybit, I still love Bybit. I think it's a very good exchange. Their engine, their platform is very good. However, I do think BitGet is a very good exchange too. Also having even more trading pairs than Bybit and really jumping on the bandwagon of BRC20 tokens and artificial intelligence tokens. So yeah, definitely worth to check out. If you want to join BitGet, like I said, make sure to do so with the affiliate link down below, as you will get a 10% cashback on top of the regular deposit bonus, and you will be able to join WhaleAlerts. So make sure to check that out, guys. But okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If so, smash up that like button. That is very much appreciated. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Guys, I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.